Hello, Google released their latest model, the Gemini 3.5 Flash, and together with this they released the Anti-Gravity 2 product, Anti-Gravity CLI, and in this video we are gonna go and see how this model is doing, how fast it is, and how anti-gravity it's working. So yeah, in the past I've created this website with one prompt with GLM5, and in this video we're going to see if the new model from Google can do a better job, at least for front-end design. You see that GLM did a pretty good job, and GLM it's cheaper, 3 times cheaper than what you have for the Gemini 3.5 Flash. So in here I've created an Astro project, and in here you see that you can also configure your anti-gravity CLI to work with this. Basically this will replace the Gemini CLI application. It's a new one, it's quite buggy from what I've seen online. Also the model is not that powerful from what others are saying, but in this video we are going to test it and see if it does a good job. So I will copy this prompt, and in here I have also installed the anti-gravity new version, and this is the new version in here, and we're going to use this. We're going to use the Flash in this to see how it's working. I will let it on high, and we're gonna see after we submit this prompt the usage in there. So I put the prompt in here to build the Astro website for a cerebral panel company with Aero instances 4 and so on. The knowledge cutoff of this, it's still in January 2025, so it's quite old. I'm curious to see how fast also this thing it is. It should be quite fast from their details. Of course, if he's using a lot of tokens to think, then this is not that fast. And right now I have submitted everything, and he is going and working. It created a plan for us. So yeah, this is the anti-gravity 2 interface, and like this it's working. So basically right now you are just having this thing in here that it's working, and in here you have the options to see the implementation plan that he created. So yeah, basically he will create everything for us. In here you will also have the options to see the files that he is creating and modifying. So yeah, this is an agentic view for anti-gravity. It's not an ID. In here you have the components, so it looks like it is rewritten from scratch. Okay, it's creating also images, allow, dismiss. So we're gonna see how he will gonna do. You see that it started also generating the images for me with Gemini. Let's wait. The other models didn't do this because they didn't have the capability. So you see that the images are generated and copied. And yeah, I'm very curious to see if this can one-shot this website to look good with images and everything. In the past, Gemini was quite good at doing front-end design things. Okay, he created the global with everything in here. It created the index page. So yeah, this thing it's quite fast. So it put the SVGs and details, SEO components, hero section. He didn't create components for the details as I have told him. He just spits the pages in there. So you see that this it's bad. So it's worse than what we are seeing with other models like GLM, maybe Minimax and other things. It doesn't do a good job in Astro in created components for everything, so you can reuse things. And the good part is the fact that he finished with everything from what we can see in here. Yes, submit. He wants to remove the welcome, the default component in Astro. Okay, it's doing the build. This is good because it is checking to see if it has any errors. The build, it will tell you in case it has problems when the build is done in Astro. Okay, probably he found the problem, and right now he fixed it. Okay, tasks in here. Good. He modified everything. Okay, so he created everything. He created like 2000 lines of code, created images. So yeah, this is good. Let's see what else. I will open Z in here because we are going to see the files directly. Layout components, okay. SEO, yeah, it did a pretty good job. It created everything. Of course, he didn't create the components for everything. Assets in here in public. He created the images for us, 3 images with Gemini. And let's go and start this. Let me exit from this. PM run dev for this. Okay, let me open the browser like this. Okay, let's see. So this is what Gemini 3.5 Flash created. Okay, the front end is not looking bad. It's comparable with what the GLM did. And in here you see that you have some nice animations, SVGs for these things. In here you have the image in the hero, which is nice. Okay, projects, it use the images in the projects in here. Okay, looking nice. Yep, testimonials, footer. Okay, so the design is pretty good from my point of view, and this is what he decided to do. So yeah, from a design perspective, I think it is doing a pretty good job. Okay, let's see. Okay, it created this calculator for us also in here, Monte Okay, nice. Contact page, it created this FAQ section in here. So yeah, I mean, the design is pretty good. If you're going to check it, you see in here you have a nice logo in here with a nice animation. So yeah, I mean, for design things, I think it is pretty good. The bad part of this is the fact that it's quite expensive, and yeah, this can be a drawback. Let's go and see right now what is the code I use for these 3 images and the lines of code that we have on in here in settings, in models. We should have the details. So okay, so you see that, let's refresh. You see that doing this prompt, it did consume a lot, or it didn't refresh yet. Let's go and check also the AGI in here. Maybe this one, it has more. So usage is to see the usage in here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I see that the usage is not used. Probably it will take some time, but they introduce also usage for these things, and right now you can see your usage. I am in the Pro plan, and yeah, I mean, this is what Gemini is doing with front end. From my point of view, for front end tasks, it's pretty good. It's also nice that he is generating images for you in here directly. So yeah, this is a plus. And the Nano Banana for images, it's pretty good, and it's generating the images quite nice. I'm still trying to see if the refresh will tell you something. So yeah, this is how it's doing from front-end tasks. The thing is that I don't see it properly architecturing things, because he didn't use well Astro, and he didn't create components for all the things. Yeah, also it is quite expensive. If you think of the previous model, is 3 times expensive than the previous Flash model. But yeah, this is the anti-gravity, and this is how it's working. In here you can see the details, and you can start using Gemini 3.5 Flash for your project and see if they are doing good, especially if you have one subscription to Google. So let a comment down below with your experience that you have with the Flash 3.5.